Hello, everyone. Welcome to Perseverance Reef this afternoon. I hope you all are having a good Friday and that you're all going to have a great weekend. So, today I went to the store. I was originally going to buy some hermit crabs, maybe some snails, but then they had something they usually don't. And I'm about to show it to you because we are going to get it acclimated, and then we are going to put it in the tank. So what I got today was a tiger conch snail, or conch. Some will pronounce it either way, but really I guess conch is the correct pronunciation. So yeah, so I'm going to show you the little guy here momentarily. Here it is. Let's see if we can see the underside a little bit. Yep, just a little bit. You can kind of see the foot up against the bag, but it's looking really good. And see if we can get this in better focus. It's just kind of hard because of the seam in the bag and the way that he's in there, but you can kind of see his foot a little better now this way too. So he's doing pretty good thus far. Now, the LFS where I got this fish from, they do run their water about the same as mine, but I already know my water's going to be with a little bit more salt content, because I like to run mine around 1.026. And since it's getting close to time to replace evaporated water, it's probably around 1.027. So for now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of this water momentarily. I'm going to dump some of this out, and I'm going to add some water from the tank to this. And then we're going to do an acclimation kind of like that, where I let a little bit out every so often. Of course, I'm going to let it out into the sink because I don't want the tank water from the LFS in my system. You just never know, and you really shouldn't take that risk. So I will be right back. Okay, now I've let about half of the water out of this bag. You can see about what I've got left in it now. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this dropper, this turkey baster, I should say, and I'm going to put a little bit in here. About like that. Just maybe a tablespoon or so. And I'm going to let this slowly acclimate. I'm also going to really quickly take a reading, see what salinity is looking like. I have this particular tester. This is the HANA salinity tester, the handheld version. Now, let's see if we can even get the bottom of this off. Okay. So I do want to test this water just to see how close I am on the salinity itself, but I also know she runs different pH values than I do. So I want to make sure that this snail does good, because she doesn't have these every day. Like I said, I've been going there for a number of years. This is the first time I've ever seen one in her shop, so I want to make sure it stays healthy, especially with all the dinoflagellates that you see in here. right now. That came because of the water change from the other day. It kind of shocked the system a little more than I expected it would. But I'm not entirely surprised because I did have to replace quite a bit of the water. But already I do see signs that it's kind of starting to stabilize a bit. And with the sand conch that I'm about to put in there, that's going to help that quite a bit. And there will be more cleanup crew hopefully within the next week or so that'll be coming in here, so we'll get to that in a little bit. Let's see what the numbers have to say. First, I'm going to run a quick salinity test here. Yeah, I'm running about 1.028 right now in here, so I'm definitely going to have to bring that down over time. A little bit of REDI water will take care of that. And we get down to 0.027 for today. Okay, and she's running hers at 1.023. So definitely, this needs this acclimation needs to happen. Relatively slowly, but not ridiculously slowly. And the balance has to be struck between the fact there's going to be some ammonia buildup in this since it's not in the it's not being filtered in this bag. So ammonia and such can build up in here. So we're going to place this little guy back in here for now. And we're going to come back a little later. And by that time, everything should be pretty good to go for the next addition of water into there. This is probably going to be close to a 2-hour acclimation. So I will probably be on here and off here every so often tonight while I'm doing this acclimation. So I'm going to keep you abreast of what's going on. Probably in about another 15 minutes, maybe even half an hour, I'll put in the next amount of water. We're going to keep doing that until we've matched salinity and temperature, and by then the pH should be pretty stable too. She runs her pH close to what I do, but it's usually about 0.5 units off, so that should stabilize itself over the course of that 2-hour period, and it should work out good. So I will be back on again a little later, and once this guy is ready to go into the tank, I'm going to come back on live. So stay tuned.